Did you see my video on my main channel? Don't let these three evil men win. And then Trump won. And Musk is right there by his side. But at least Putin still seems to be eating shit in the Ukraine. At least that makes me happy. Now that Trump is in power, what does Putin have to offer him? Trump wants to invest in the military. Trump loves swinging his dick around and starting fights with China. So it doesn't really make sense that he would hand Putin a free victory, since Putin is China's ally. And have you seen Trump wearing the Ukrainian flag? I mean, the blue is a little too dark, but it's obvious what this suit means. So I'm still hopeful that Russia will be defeated spectacularly. By the way, I'm not doing political content on my main channel anymore, but if you tell me that you like to hear more about politics on this channel, I'll make some more political videos on here occasionally. In my video I said that it would be bad if these three men would team up and win. I had hoped Trump would lose, but I wasn't sure, so I used my platform to speak out and hopefully tell some people how bad he is. I knew I would lose subscribers, but I did it anyways because it was the right thing to do. I tried, okay? It's not my fault that Americans would rather vote for the evil orange men than the reasonable woman. That's my main problem, actually. The only time Trump wins is when the Democrats keep running a woman for president.
The American people are tired of women.
Americans actually think that Trump is a strong man and women are too weak and can't be president. Even the women didn't vote for Kamala that much, and now they might lose their abortion rights. Damn it! People are quick to point fingers at Kamala and say she's not exciting enough. She didn't have a great narrative. She didn't promise free healthcare for everyone. She didn't promise to bomb Israel. And I can't tell you guys enough to fuck right off. Everyone is happy to criticize us liberals, so now you got a fascist to deal with. Have fun! See how that works out for you. Tell me how you're going to have a great time being ruled over by the dumbest man alive who thinks global warming is good actually. Time to drill baby drill, I guess. By the way, here is a picture of Florida in 100 years if the sea level rises by 2 meters, which it will if people keep burning oil like they will under Trump. So the people from Florida are so retarded that they actually voted for the guy who is going to drown them in 100 years. You're going to give America a micropenis! How is that for MAGA? Maybe the Jewish conspiracies were true all along. They're going to circumcise Florida! Seriously though, how is it possible for Florida to be this fucking stupid all the time? Meanwhile, Elon is being exposed for being a fake gamer and a real DM leaker, and not for all his stupid business decisions that should be illegal. Okay, whatever. That Asmund Gold drama was painfully stupid. I wonder if Asmund still supports Trump after this bullshit. Probably. So what does this mean for me? I'm still a liberal, and that means I'm very close to center. I'm mostly for the status quo with some small improvements for the poor and the minorities. There are no radical liberals. You're thinking of the communists and the leftists, and I don't endorse those people, but I get where they're coming from. In Europe, we usually vote pretty liberal. Even the more extreme parties wouldn't dream of touching abortion rights. The Republican Party in America is supposed to be more conservative, but with Trump in office, it would seem like they are much more closer to fascism now. Or whatever you call it, maybe it's some kind of organized crime party now. Cool for you. American people often think that I hate conservatives, but no, they're alright. I'll take another George Bush any day over Trump. People who were talking shit about George Bush didn't know how good they had it at the time. Now we have Trump, and I'm not sure if America supports its allies or puts tariffs on them. Time will tell what will happen. Well, the people have spoken. Conservatism and liberalism are out. Trumpism is in. All across the world, the deplorables are rising. Anti-vaxxers, nationalists, the racists, they all work together to take down the liberals. That is why I called this video the Death of Liberalism. So let's see what these people will do now that they've won. The elections have happened and there's no undoing that. But I'm not that negative. You might think I'm pissed. Okay, maybe a little. But I'm open for what the future might bring. There are some liberal ideas that were definitely too extreme. I admit that. These lockdowns, they were in retrospective too much. They could have been good. We know they saved lives. We're lucky that Corona wasn't worse. But now we know that people won't accept any lockdowns anymore. And when people don't listen to lockdowns, then they won't work. If another pandemic comes, I guess we'll just have to spread our anus and take it. In Europe, people listened better. There were fewer anti-vax idiots and fewer people died. In America, Trump abolished the pandemic response team and many people died because the lockdowns weren't followed enough and they weren't effective because of that reason. But on the bright side, the American economy seems to be doing better, so I guess choosing freedom and money over trying to protect the old and the sick kinda worked out for them. I'm not old and sick, so I guess I don't need to be too concerned with this. With Trump in power, money for electric cars and solar panels will likely be cut. I have mixed feelings on this, but hopefully at least Musk will get fucked. A lot of the laws the liberals did to protect the environment are just outright retarded. Paper straws? Have you tried them? They're disgusting. What were you thinking? In Europe, we have these plastic bottle caps that won't come off. Good job, you ruined bottles and straws. You know how annoying it is to drink from these bottles? And these straws, they melt in like a minute and then you can taste them in the water. It's disgusting. So I hope our freshly elected right-wing government will undo these brainless laws. We're not going to save the environment with paper straws. You're just going to lose the votes. This is a great learning opportunity for us liberals. Time to pick our battles. We can't save everyone if we can't get the votes. Wish we could have done more for the gays and the trans people. But our time is over, I guess. At least we can get rid of liberal shame. No more language policing. Let me say the bad words. You know all the bad things Trump says, and he gets to be president. Anyone trying to cancel anyone else for saying bad words nowadays needs to stop.
You can't throw around the arse slur, mate. I really hope you're not a genuine bad person with a bad heart. But mate, you need to get off the internet now.
It's time to stop!
That was from the latest Dream drama. But I too got some nasty comments for saying that Trump was retarded. That's amazing. I can't be myself, or else I'll get attacked by the Trump supporters and the woke language police. We're going to have two different societies where people speak fundamentally different languages if the left tries to outlaw different words every year. And then the right just keeps getting support from people who don't want to use your dumb politically correct language. Speaking of the leftists, we liberals try to make it work with you crazy people, but no liberal reform is good enough for you. Leftists are constantly crying about how bad the rich are. Meanwhile, you let the right turn America into an oligarchy where the richest man has literally bought the presidency. That's so cool. I love how you can criticize the liberals and undermine them, and then in the chaos the far right gets to win. The right has this great narrative about how the woke and the minorities are coming to steal your jobs, and they get the votes. So the left complains about how the rich are to blame for everything. So the Jews are under attack from both sides. Whatever, you guys think you know so much better with your radical left and right politics? Okay, have at it. I guess liberal compromise won't happen anymore. The radicals can fight it out. I guess I'll just enjoy my tax cuts and I'll focus on my work. If you're ready for liberal politics and compromise again, you know where to find me. So in the meantime, what will Trump do? He will deport a lot of people for their crimes and for illegally crossing the border, if not outright for their skin color. Well, I'm not an open border guy, but I think immigration is generally helpful, so this might be a bit stupid. He will really mess with the queers. Yeah, that sucks. I don't see how this makes America great again. Limiting it to 2 genders I can almost understand, but why would you attack trans people? America clearly needs more hot trans women. Have you seen them? They're cool. And he will cut the taxes for the rich. Okay, that's based, sign me up. I don't live in America, but it looks like we're getting a more right-wing government here as well, so I'm looking for more potential tax cuts. That's what you get if you attack the liberal elites. Now you got the authoritarian elites, and they'll crack the whip on you. We liberal rich people have been voting for higher taxes on ourselves, and it wasn't appreciated. It's a shame. And lastly, he will expand the United States and take Greenland and Canada. Maybe. And I have to say once again, based? I actually always wondered why the US stopped expanding. I think the European Union should let more countries in too. And then we should make a European army so Putin doesn't get any great ideas. People keep thinking a world government is bad. I don't see why. We would have fewer wars for sure. Okay, I know that's controversial, but would you rather have American bacon or Canadian bacon? Would you rather have the Canadian dollar or the real dollar? I don't see how being part of the US could possibly be a bad thing. If Trump can persuade people to join the US without force, that seems like a good idea to me. You'll even get more good liberal voters in America, so that might actually be good. Yes, I don't want to be governed by Trump, but he will probably leave office eventually, and if his legacy is making the US bigger and better, how bad can that possibly be? How bad can it possibly be? Hopefully we will return to liberalism eventually. Oh, and let's not forget about cryptocurrency. It's amazing that Trump used his inauguration to push his very own cryptocurrency pump and dump coin. I would love to say, yes, Trump scammed his loyal fans. Couldn't have happened to a nastier bunch of scumbags. But that's not the main issue here. This Trump and dump is not a mere crypto scam. First of all, it will probably maintain its value for a long time and actually create a lot of undeserved wealth for the worst people in America, the Trump supporters. But most importantly, it is the purest form of corruption that I have ever seen. Using the presidential office to literally make money. How many laws does that break? I guess crime is just legal now. But this isn't really that much of a scam. People know that when they buy Trump coin, they get what they pay for, more Trump. This really is mostly just a political fundraiser. Trump will use this money to become richer and actually do more of the things from his agenda. Every dollar that goes into this shit is going to make life worse for the poor and the minorities, and especially the gays. And also everyone from the future who would prefer that we stop drilling now. One of the many laws being broken here says the political donations must not exceed a certain dollar value. I guess cryptocurrency finally found its use case, funding a Trump untraceable shadow government. I guess we finally went to the moon. God bless America. Oh, also AI. Guess what? America is going all in on AI, and now any chance of regulating it in these next 4 years is out of the window, and that's bad because AI is a dangerous world-ending technology. That's cool, I guess. What exciting dark timeline we've slipped into now. I really should make my big AI video soon warning about our impending doom. Oh well, people probably won't listen to me anyways. Alright, subscribe for more of these great commentaries anyways. Oh yeah, and Musk totally did a Hitler salute. Look at that whole clip, he even does a second one right after to make sure you didn't miss it. And look at his face, he fully knows what he's doing. It's like a kid raiding the cookie jar. He's so happy to be triggering the lips with this one weird trick. And look at his haircut. He's bust his sides. It's like a proper Nazi haircut now. Oh my god. And he's attended a far-right rally in Germany. Well, over video call, but still. The signs are clear. Alright, leftists, where's your anti-fascism now? What are you going to do? Was it all talk? Where are the Antifa super soldiers? Only ready to take down the man when the man isn't fighting back?